Hello everybody, happy Saturday. Hope your day's going good. We were supposed to get some snow, but it looks like it went on both sides of us, so we lucked out and didn't get any snow. And we have not shoveled our roofs yet this winter, Deb. That's a good thing, right? That is rare.
That's a great thing.
It's close. I think it's close. We probably could do it, but let's not.
Okay.
Just we're a year older and let's try it. Let's see if it's not. A lot of people don't shovel them, you know.
The house, but maybe the back shed.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
You know. Okay, so guys, I worked on the Coulters today on the plow, and it was a pretty big job. I figured I would get them done today, but I didn't. I had a couple of little design issues, and I had to redesign it, but I think I got it now. So I'll show you real quick how I ended up doing it. So let me cut this piece off. And then I'll show you. I made a little jig for it. I always try to show you a couple little things. I try to also hurry so it doesn't take too long. So okay, so here's what I got. I made this little tiny simple jig, and this is the angle that I'm trying to get. That's going to hold the Coulters right there. So what I do was I put a piece of the tubing in part of the jig here. Then I put another piece of the tubing in this part of the jig right there. So that gives me this angle here to be exactly the same on all 6 of them. It's a 5-bottom plow, but I'm making an extra Coulter assembly too for a pattern for the 60-30 plow, if that's the same. So what I do is I just hold it. I hold this in here with one finger. Or I usually have my gloves on, and then I hold this one here, press it against there with my little finger, and then I just tack weld that right there. So I put one little weld to tack right there, then that comes out, and then it's tacked, and so then I hit it again with some more. And I had a little bit of a problem with the Coulter swiveling, so what I ended up doing was I ended up welding 2 5/8 nuts together to get enough threads in there so it could swivel good. So what I did was I cut the heads off the bolts right there of the length of the threads that I needed, and then I screwed this up in here, and that'll give me my swivel. No, dang, there's a little bump in there. So anyway, that'll give you an idea. So there's the upright piece that will go onto the plow frame. Then here's my angle that I need, but that'll go forward. And then here's one of the Coulters right here. And here's, let's see, this would go up like this, and this will go here. And I got a spacer that goes in here. And I got this piece that goes in here. And then we got another spacer that goes in here. And we got this piece here to match this. I had to make 12 of these pieces, and I clamped them all together and ground them all, sanded them all so they're identical. And then I got this last piece right here to go on. I'm kind of showing you a little bit how it's going to go together. So then we got this right here. Okay, so there's kind of the Coulter there, and so what's going to happen is this goes on this. This will get screwed up in higher, so the length of this here this will get clamped onto here like so. And then that'll get trimmed off at the bottom if there is any extra on there. So what will happen is this piece here stays solid, and the coulter will move back and forth like this. And that's how that'll work. So I'll show you down here. So Deb, if you want to slowly move that back down there, that's kind of how I got this angle the same on all of them. So, and that gives you an idea on this. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Okay, so then here's some of the other brackets that I made this morning that are these pieces right here. I ended up making 12 of them all together. And here's the Coulters circles. I ended up making 6 of those. I cut them out by hand on my little hand shear, and then I sand them smooth and get them pretty close, and then I clamp them together, and then I do the final sanding with all 6 of them together so they're all exactly the same. And then I drill a hole so the hole is all exactly the same, and so that gives me identical circles just cut out by hand. And so that works out pretty good. So then I got another one of these here with another spacer, which you already saw. Then I got my other spacer here, which you already saw. Then I got the other piece here with the top and the bottom. And let me see. You got this on there. Oh, come on. Dang it. There we go. Pressure on camera. Tell you think by now it wouldn't be, but I'm trying to hurry. I try to hurry, and so it don't take forever. So anyway, there you get a little bit better idea. You see 2 or 3 of them just kind of bolted up, and then here are these pieces. So it doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like much progress for the day, but that was a busy day. So a busy day and not a whole lot done, but it takes a while for me to hand cut all these pieces out. Okay, so here's the prototype here, and this will go right here, and then my double nuts that were welded together, and then my threads. You can see how that pivots, like goes back and forth. So when they're done, that's how they're supposed to work. So, and that'll be nice. And then I have not even started the design for the mounting brackets. So that's next on the list too. But I'm very, very pleased how these are turning out, because I wasn't real sure how I was going to do it. All the things that I've made over the years, you'd think that it wouldn't be no issue and it would just knock it right out. But sometimes you get a snag. And so this morning, my little sketch. Let's see. My sketches from my little sketches from. I just jotted these numbers down this morning to kind of give me an idea of some of the measurements, and then I went and I measured them out, and then I hand cut them out, and then ended up with this here. So this is great progress on that. And what else did we say, Deb? What's for supper? Remember? You gotta tell me what's for supper. They probably want to know what we're having for supper.
They do. Stew and biscuits. Remember making biscuits?
Beef stew and biscuits.
Yeah.
Yummy. We went out for a ride in the car earlier and run some errands, and we took a 2-hour lunch hour, and that's always fun to do. And it's supposed to get really cold tonight, I think, below 0. So we're
And
going
tomorrow,
to,
I think, single digit. And Monday's single
and we
digit.
got another 50 brand new subscribers. So for those of you who are just brand new here, we've been showing my blog. And if you want to see any of the past builds, they're not just on YouTube, but they're also on my blog. So if you go to doncampbellmaker.com, my blog is, my daughter Nicole is putting all that past information step by step, how I'm building all these last models. And Nicole, for the wives and daughters or anybody that wants to do little crafts, she has a website, and she's got a glow forge, and she's got a Cricut, and she's got does all these little different art projects. So for anybody that wants to maybe stop by and maybe get some ideas, maybe Nicole can give you share a few of her little projects, and maybe you can get some ideas. So people were kind of wondering why I'm sharing this now that I'm all done, and why I didn't share it with everybody years ago. Well, they wouldn't know, but I did share it years ago. I did a monthly article in a magazine for several months in the Toy Farmer magazine, the Toy Trucker magazine, on how to make a lot of this stuff. So that was probably 10-15 years ago. So I've always shared how I build my models with everybody. So I always thought it was a great hobby, and I always thought of me as a little boy. If I'd have seen this on the internet, somebody telling me how to make a toy, and the instructions aren't for working with steel, because I encourage them to make the models out of even cardboard or plastic and glue. So it wasn't even that they had to make it out of metal. It's just down the road they could maybe convert it into metal, but that would be their pattern. So I've been sharing how to build models for a lot of years. And I just got an email from Mark Newell at Farm Show Magazine, and he wanted me to send him some information on a couple of my recent projects. So that's pretty cool. Mark's done quite a few articles with my projects over the years, and it's pretty fun. It's always fun to see my stuff in the Farm Show Magazine. Oh, excuse me. So I think that should do her. So hope you all have a warm, toasty night. And thanks again, everybody. I try to keep up answering everybody, so if I miss a couple, I apologize. But thanks for all the nice comments, and we'll catch you tomorrow afternoon. So thanks again, everybody. See you later.